Entry in Hebrew called that Chaf Vav Cheshvan marks the Hilula of a really great rabbi. His name was Harav Shalom Aharon Lopes, Zecher Tzadik Livracha. He was actually born on Yud Zayin Kislev back in the English year 1904, to be precise, the 25th of November, and passed away on the 31st of October in English year 1994. So we're talking about 30 years ago from the time of recording here in the year 2024. He became the rabbi of the city of Akko for a staggering 45 years, the great Chacham was. So let's explore some of the highlights of the great rabbi's life. Now, he was born back around in English year 1904, I believe. Another opinion says 1905, I believe it was 1904. And he was born in Halab, Aleppo, respectively, in Syria. That place had a great Torah community of yesteryear, and he came from great rabbinic heritage. His father's name was Rabbi Yaakov, and his mother's name was Rabbanit Chana Lopes. Really great family in of itself. In fact, I believe the family come from a dynasty of rabbinic families for a 300-year period approximately beforehand. Now, I believe in the year 1909, he would have been about 5 years of age at that time, 4 or 5 years of age. He moved with his family to the land of Israel, to Eretz Israel, and he would actually live in Jerusalem, that one of 4 holy cities of Israel, respectively, along with Tiberias, Svat, and Hebron. So he lived there, and I think it was during the time period of the First World War. They had to leave Israel at that point in time, and they moved to Turkey for a window of time. After a few years, they were able to go back and return to the land of Israel. And he would learn in the famous yeshiva, Yeshivat Porat Yosef, for a specific period of time. And very interesting, we've talked about Yeshivat Porat Yosef on various occasions before. It is, let's just say, the bastion of the Sephardic yeshivot in Israel. And I believe at that point in time, Rabbi Eliyahu Lopes, his brother, was a rabbi in Porat Yosef in that period. And he would live, I believe, in the Bet Yisrael neighborhood in Jerusalem. And currently the Bet Yisrael neighborhood is a very thriving ultra-Orthodox community in of itself. Now, in the year 1931, he was appointed as one of the Sephardi Rabbanim in Jerusalem. I think he was working along with various different other great Rabbanim, including Rabbi Avraham, philosopher, a great rabbi we're spoken about, Rabbi Ben Zion, Kohanika, and Rabbi Yaakov Meir. Rabbi Yaakov Meir, the latter, I believe, was a Rishon LeZion at one stage in time. And then it's actually interesting, in the year 1936, he'd be about 32 years of age, he would actually found together with Rabbi Yehuda Tzadka the Agudat Mikaptze'al, I hope I pronounced that correctly, and very, very much this organization, I think, for the youth, the Sephardic youth, the Spanish youth in Jerusalem, to we're talking about doing outreach work in of itself. And I think a yeshiva and a mostot was actually formed, the foundation in of itself in the yeshiva, a Torah study academy was formed to help those people. Then in the year 1938, he was appointed, I think, to the Safra, the Dayana, or the Bet Din of the Jewish court, let's just say, of the Sephardi community in Jerusalem. And this would have been about, at that stage he was in his 30s, early 30s, or mid 30s. After that, I think he actually left the Beit Yisrael neighborhood, and then he would actually go to the Shechuna, the neighborhood of Mosorara. It's a place that we've spoken about on various occasions before. I think it's also based in Jerusalem, this neighborhood. And over there, he would actually set up various different organizations, including, it was ported over, the Chatzer Troyas, if I'm not mistaken. And I think there was a ultra-Orthodox Bet Sefer he helped with in regards to in this specific neighborhood in of itself. And he was close with many of the Rabbanim, not just Sephardi Rabbanim in Israel. He was close to, had correspondence with Harav Mebrisk, Harav Tzvi Pesach Frank, Rabbi Amram Beloy, and many great Rabbanim in of itself. So he was very, very well traveled and very close to people. I think he was against and was active with in regards to trying to stop, let's say, girls drafting into the army, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he was actually trying to work in regards to strengthening the Shabbat observance inside the neighborhood in himself. I think there was a Agudai that he, that formation he actually formed, Masiri Shabbat, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I think they tried to concentrate on making sure that businesses and shops would be closed before the time of entering of Shabbat to strengthen Shabbat observance. Then, I believe, in the year 1950, he was actually, I think, with appointment, correspondence of Rabbi Ben Zion Meir Chai Uziel, who was the chief rabbi of Israel at the time, Sephardi chief rabbi at the time. He would become the chief rabbi of Akko I believe this is a position he would take on for close to about 45 years, if I'm not mistaken. Very prominent and very huge responsibility. This position in of itself would actually bring about opportunities and to really strengthen the Torah over there. He worked extensively with regards in the field of Torah, Judaism, Yahudut, and religious services in the city in of itself. In fact, I believe the municipality of Accra named a city and street in the city after him, which is interesting. Now, let's look at his family. Very, very great family in of itself. Let's see. I think his daughter, Rabbinit Esther, got married to the Rishon LeZion and the chief rabbi of Israel, Rabbi Eliyahu Bakshi Daron, who actually passed away, I believe, in the month of Nisan because of the coronavirus, if I'm not mistaken, in the English year 2020. We dedicated video in his memory. His son, Rabbi Mordechai Lopes, happened to be part of the Bet Din and the Rabbanei Agadol. He passed away, I believe, on Chav Dalet Tevet in the Hebrew year Hey Tavshim Mem Hey. He did, I think, and he left many other great descendants in himself. Let's just explore some of the other relatives of his. I think his sister Margaret, her daughter happened to be Shulamit, who got married to Rabbi Shimon Adani. Very interesting. He was, I think, the head of the Shas political party just before he passed away. And I think his nephew Rav Saadia Lopes served as a deputy director of the Minister of Religion. His granddaughter. Let's explore some of his grandchildren also. Just like he left great children, he left great descendants also. I believe his granddaughter Noah got married to Rabbi David Avram, who happens to be the Rosh Yeshiva Binyan Av in Jerusalem. Very prominent position. We've actually visited that yeshiva before inside this channel in the videos we've done. And I believe another one is granddaughter's Rabbinit Kira is married to Rabbi Ari Avram Smaja, if I'm not mistaken. It happens to be the rabbi of the Ramat Shlomo neighborhood and the rabbi of Ner Yosef B'Shchona, and was the author of the great Torah works, including the Halichot, Shulchan Aruch HaChamishi. And so the very, very prominent positions. We've actually visited and toured Ramat Shlomo in Jerusalem on various different occasions. It's a very great Torah area in itself of part of Jerusalem. So he's one of the great Sephardi Haredi rabbis, chief rabbi he was of Akko for 45 years. He was buried in Har HaMenuchot cemetery, and he passed away 30 years ago on Chav Vav Cheshvan. Please, everyone, don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory. Friends, we are a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. We've covered more than 500 great chachamim of yesteryear, probably about 30, 40 Syrian rabbis already. Please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you happen to be related to one of these great rabbis, please let me know and send me a comment. I'm wishing you all a great day. Shavua Tov and take care.